Hi everyone, welcome back to the Things We Love, where we talk about video games and the spooky things that await from inside the mist. I'm Ace, and today we're talking about the Silent Hill 2 remake. So, let's get started. One of the things I really enjoyed about this was the combat. Now, in the original Silent Hill 2, it was pretty easy to just beat the crap out of any enemies that you could see, excluding bosses, obviously. And Silent Hill decided to do something a little bit different this time. This time around, enemies are a bit smarter, as they can dodge your attacks, or, in the nurse's case, can literally stop you mid-swing with a melee attack, pushing you back. Or there's some enemies that can just spit acid at you as a defense mechanism. And honestly, this was an interesting twist, as this is more action-oriented combat than it was before. You can't just wail away at an enemy and think that that's gonna get you the win. You gotta put a bit more work and planning into things to actually get the combat down. Like, when I was in the prison, I was getting beat up. Heck, even in the early game I was getting beat up because I had it so ingrained in my mind of how combat was going to go. So, having to learn and actually adapt to a more new style was an interesting twist that I wasn't prepared for. One of the new things I'd like to talk about is exploration. See, when exploring Silent Hill back in the original, there was a lot of areas that were essentially just like not even buildings. It's just like you couldn't even go in them at all, and they were just kind of blocked off. And it just be like, yeah, you can't go here. Just focus on where you need to. But the remake has changed things a little bit. Some of those areas that you couldn't go in originally are now available to you. Now, they may not be as fully fleshed out as the main areas you need to go in the game, but these areas do have a few surprises and maybe some ammo and enemies waiting for you just to explore, so it's worth it if you go take a look around Silent Hill before getting focused on the story. You may find something you weren't expecting to find that could come in handy, so keep your eyes peeled. You never know what's out there. One of the final things I'd like to talk to you about is Pyramid Head. Now, obviously, going into his origins, a bit of a spoiler warning is in effect, so if you don't want to be spoiled, obviously, skip to the timestamp on screen. You've been warned. Alright, here we go. I'd played Dead by Daylight for a while, and I've gotten my fair share of deaths at Pyramid's hands, but I never understood what his origins were. And after playing Silent Hill 2 and the even better remake, I understand more in depth about him. James, the subconscious, essentially created Pyramid Head. He created him as a way for him to essentially be punished for his role in his wife's death. Even if he didn't want to admit it to himself, he wanted to create a way for him to be punished for what he had done. And I like this concept because even if he decided to, let's say, forget that he killed his wife in some way or form and just sink into denial and depression, Pyramid Head exists solely for that ideal that he can't forget the past, that he has to come to terms with what he's done before he can even either consider the idea of moving on or doing anything else. It's something I think about because it plays on that idea of like, you have to face reality at some point of what you've done. In his case, like, he can't escape what he's running from. The only way to move on is to face it head on. And once James comes to terms with this, Pyramid Head ceases to exist. It's showing that he's finally ready to confront what he's been running from all this time. And that right there is a great concept. Now, why did Pyramid Head go the route it did with every other Silent Hill that it's in after this? I haven't the slightest idea, but hey, that's just my opinion. So, what do you guys think about the new Silent Hill 2 remake? Did you enjoy? Are some things that you'd like to talk about, good or bad? Let me know below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. We usually stream Monday through Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. CST, so come stop on by if you got some time. Till then, I've been Ace. You guys have been great. Have a happy Halloween. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.